What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Sid Rep, man. Back again with another video, and today, man, we are going to be talking about this new game that I found through App Lab. Just searching around, looking for something new to play, something new to shoot, and I seen this game, and it's in early development, as you can tell. It's very rudimentary, very simple, but it has some cool mechanics, and one of the best mechanics of a shooter that I have ran across, at least on the Quest. I don't have a PC, so I don't really know if well, I don't have a PC, so I don't really know the all the gun mechanics on the PC. But as far as the Quest goes, there's Contractors, there's Onward, and Pavlov Shack, but there Pavlov Shack's is App Lab too. So with those, I haven't really found any real good guns. I mean, they're good guns, don't get me wrong. But the only thing about it is that the guns feels somewhat cartoonish. Like they still feel like guns, they still function like guns. You can still rack the bolt and, put the magazine in, but for some reason the guns just don't, it's not punchy. That's what we're gonna go with. That's the description that we're gonna go with, is just not punchy. But this game right here is officially punchy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a few things. First, we're gonna spawn in our environment. We need stuff to shoot at. Ooh, and they give you a little music. They give you a little music. It gets all spooky when you load it up. Anyway, so as you can see, I got zombies all out there. Zombies out there. They all in different distances. That's the 250 mark, the 500 mark in between, and all the other stuff. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna talk about the guns. Now, I already set up the guns. I already figured out the game and how to play it. Well, not how to play it, but more or less how to operate it. Because in VR you sort of operate the games. You play them, but you just sort of operate them too. I don't know. But anyway, so my first gun, I got my MP5 with my SRO and my 100-round magazine, which is pretty cool. This game is pretty punchy, especially with the suppressor. I haven't found a game yet, even on Contractors, that the gun feels nice with a suppressor. But I'm gonna go through a few guns. I'm not gonna really go through all the details, but I'm gonna go through most of them, and then I'm gonna go to the gun that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna talk about the physics and how it feels and all this other stuff. But these are just my personal favorites of if I was in real life and had these guns, or even in video games, or even in airsoft. These are the guns that I'll probably run. So we're gonna have the M249. Well, except this one, but this one is just super fun to run in VR. My AKs, I love my AKs. I love my AKs. Shout out to Baron Herrera and all the AK enthusiasts out there. This is my 103, and of course my AK-12. I think, yeah. Oh, my G36. Got my G36 with the suppressor. Most of them got suppressors. My Scar CQC, close quarter combat or close quarter carbine. But yeah, that's fun to shoot. I think, yeah. Then I had to go old school because this gun is just hella fun to shoot. As a matter of fact, we're gonna spawn that one, and that's the gun we're gonna describe. But we're gonna go through those. And another Scar. This is the Scar 17. You can tell by the big ass magazine right there. Then we got my my HK417. Ooh, so nice, so nice, so nice. And then, oh yeah, we need to go and spawn that one too, because we're gonna bring that one out for either another video or this video, because I don't want it to be too long. We got about a few more minutes to go through it. And then my MP7. This is the gun I run on Contractors. I love this gun on Contractors. They improved the recoil pattern on Contractors, so now it's more of a up and down, so you can keep the recoil pretty much centered. I call it a headshot machine. That's exactly how I got it, with the EXPS, the PEC 15, a suppressor, and don't really use the iron sights, but iron sights are always good to have there. But anyway, so let's get to the guns. Okay, now since this game is in early access, it doesn't have a configuration for the guns as far as like stability, which I kind of understand, but just to put a little bit more stability on it would be nice. But it also feels kind of weighty in the way it's moving. Good thing about it though is that you can move the foregrip back and forth between the Picatinny rails, and it actually affects how the gun sort of sways in your hand. So if you put it all the way out, gun is a lot more stable. But you put it all the way in, gun sort of floats around a little bit when you're aiming and trying to get it on target. So I usually keep it all the way out. But as you can see, you can move all the individual parts, which is cool, which is really cool. And I wish there was more games that implemented this type of, oh, and butt stop. Look at that. And this actually affects the gun too, because once you put it to your shoulder, of course you can rack the bolt. That's a VR mandate. Should be the same way. Oh, and you can change the fire modes. I'm putting in single fire. See if I can hit one of the zombies out there. And they have traces on the bullets. Wow. It's hard to explain because if you're not in VR, you can't really understand how cool that looks when you have a ricochet tracer going into the cosmos. Okay, but anyway, okay, back to the meaty potatoes, the guts of what it is we came here to talk about. And what we came here to talk about really is how the gun feels, how the gun shoots, and just all in all, the mechanics of this gun. Now, this gun is basically the exact mechanics of a real firearm, like the exact mechanics. If you know how to do, only thing you really have to know how to do really is find. And it's like I said, since it's the early access game and they don't have any kind of stability, don't have any kind of options to do anything other than just pick up the gun and just play with it, you sort of have to learn it for what it is. And I sort of done that. We're gonna go here to the table and we're gonna shoot out to here. Okay, so I got a 100-round magazine. You got to pull it out. That's another thing that I don't really like is that in order to pull out like regular magazines or even AK magazines that you have to flip out, you have to grab it with the grip button, which is okay. But then you also have to hit the X button to grab it. And then when you pull it out, it's not even like fast. It's like you're pulling it out. Like it has this resistance, which is not realistic at all because you don't really have that much resistance in the magazine. Sometimes they just fall out and they fall out, but it still has that resistance, which is okay. But like in contractors, if you hit that button, the magazine just falls out, which I like better. But I like this too. If this going to be like a hardcore tactical shooter or something like that, then yeah, this would be pretty cool for that. But I mean, other than if it's like trying to be a fast-paced shooter, then I don't know. But with all the distance that they got, I'm thinking that they're going to possibly make this like a more military tactical shooter, which is cool, but it still need a little stability on it. And okay, we're in single fire. Now, the way the gun feels when you shoot it is honestly the best I've ever felt. And when we talk about like felt recoil as far as the vibration and the controllers and how the vibration feels. I mean, it feels very punchy. Like contractors, I'd say probably Onward feels pretty punchy, but this feels maybe on par or just a little bit better. But every gun is just nice to shoot. That right there is the price of admission. Okay. And let's get on bullets for a second. Now, this game has real physics as far as the bullets go, also. And when you're shooting out to distance, you also have to be aware of bullet drop and wind deviation. But I wouldn't necessarily say wind deviation. I would say if a moving target, you have to sort of compensate for that moving target, which is where your reticle comes in at. So all this stuff is real cool. You can't really change the brightness on the red dot. You can't really do anything like that or change the red dot. But like I said, this game is pretty rudimentary and it don't really have any. It don't really have any options to really do anything. You're more or less just stuck with what you got. But what you have is basically not any gun, but most guns that you can create with a real punch for only $10. And you can set up your okay, we almost going over time. You can set up your scenario like as far as like sniping goes. Let's take a shot real quick. Okay. I'm gonna set myself up here as far as moving my body up. Where we at? Let's go to the 500. 500 is always a good time to zero. Oh no, that's not even 500. Is it the 500? I think that's a 500. Yeah, that's the 500. Okay. Oh, gotta load around in there. Okay, cool thing about the sniper, right? Okay, we at the 500. Now we're gonna zoom out. You see, it's at the 8, right? Okay, we're gonna zoom all the way down to the. I think it's a 5 power. No, it's a 6 power. Okay. Now it also has elevation. It don't have windage. It just has elevation, so you can move it up and down. I don't know if you can really see it moving up and down because it's very hard to stabilize, especially doing it free-handed. But if I shoot at the target and the bullet drops under the target, okay, that's good. That's right on. Okay, that's virtually right on. All I gotta do really is keep it still, and it should be right on. Woo. Now I can do this all day. Look at this behemoth of a rifle. Look at this behemoth of a rifle. Right? Right? Same thing with this one over here. You can grab the stuff, and it's still a little wonky. It takes some use to, and you still mess things up. But for the most part, it's very operational. It's not like it's so bad that you can't function with it. You can learn it. It's just that you would have to be you have to lower your expectations. Don't go in thinking that oh, all this don't work and this is bumping up against this and yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, it does. No lie, it does. But it's an early access game. It's only $10, but what you get with it, what you get from it, is worth every bit of that $10. You can find a lot of entertainment with this platform. Only thing I hate is that it's not enough to do after you've done everything. Okay, now you see, now that's under it. Now we're gonna raise it up. Now we're gonna see what it's gonna look like. We're gonna put the reticle right on this center red target. At least try, because it's sort of hard. Because like I said, free-handing it, and then with the physics of the of the game, not really letting you keep it still. Because I even think that if you keep your hand completely still, the gun is still going to float on its own, just part of the game. So you got to sort of like try to find it. There you go. That's right at the bottom. at the top. There we go. Headshot. Headshot. Whew. Anyway, so that's the game. And I'll be posting some more videos just showing you what it is that you can do and how you can create different scenarios and how you can sort of just have fun with the game. Decide to do something. I really hope they do something because I love just. Ooh, I actually caught that in real, like in virtual life, thinking that I was in real life like it actually fell. Oh, right there. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Look, 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 look. I didn't put it in battery. Grab it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got a jam. Wow. Look at, oh my God. I actually had a fucking jam. That is so cool. It's not going forward. What's going on? Is this? Oh. Y'all, it's empty. It's empty. I didn't know that there was an actual physics that it actually, okay. That's cool. Now, let's hit the bolt release. Boom. All you got to do is hit the bolt release. Just slap this virtual hand, against the side of the gun, and you pretty much hit the bolt release. Where we at? Okay, we went a little bit over time, y'all, but I just had to explain a few more things and show you this forward. But this is pretty much my sniping range. Got all my zombies all in different targets, and I just pretty much just sit back and just dial in and try to hit as many targets as I can and, have fun. Like I said, see you in the next video, and we're going to be showcasing some guns, going through some zombie scenarios. It's going to be fun. So check it out.